This podcast is sponsored by Happy Warrior Kava. Be a happy warrior. Drink, relax, and enjoy the strong and smooth taste of the best-selling kava in the islands. Happy Warrior Kava.
Aloha and welcome to another episode of HNN Overtime, the Hawaii News Now sports podcast, coming to you from the HNN Digital Center. I am Kyle Chinen, joined as always by Cienna Pilotin, Davis Pitner. Happy Aloha Friday.
It's Aloha Friday, everyone.
It is Aloha
And it's
Friday.
another morning podcast.
It is another morning podcast.
Bright and early.
Why do we
Friday
do
early.
this? Why do we do this to us?
No.
We busy.
We are busy.
We do be busy,
We
but
are busy.
We have to come in, and it's always a highlight of the day to come in and do it, despite it being
Very early.
pretty early in the morning.
Pretty early in the morning, yes.
I mean, I don't know. It seemed. I guess my body was excited because I woke up really early this morning.
Yeah, I was up early too, but I'm still just really tired.
Yeah. But I mean, it has been a busy couple of weeks. There's a lot going on.
there is a lot going on.
Here at home with the high school playoffs going on. We'll get to that in a couple episodes. But last weekend, it's a pretty big weekend if you're an NFL fan.
It was a pretty big weekend. Cienna Pilotin did a package
Yeah.
about it. 3 Hawaii-born players are now in the NFL, guys.
know.
Yeah.
How
Big
exciting for them. We were right about 3 of them, especially
Well-
Roman Wilson, kind of.
Yeah.
Davis
Roman
was right.
Wilson.
Davis called it,
Davis
yeah.
called
Roman
it,
Wilson,
yeah.
third round pick. I mean, we all kind of saw this coming. He was a dynamic player over at Michigan. Well deserved. All these guys, I mean, really well deserving. I mean, they're
It is.
stellar players out there.
Yes, it's crazy the teams they went to,
Yeah.
but yes, they're all very well deserved. We're very excited for them. I mean, this is huge. You're in the league now. Like, this is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And to see
Yep.
Roman go first out of all of them. This is the video of them announcing the pick.
So
and so he
cool.
was out in Michigan watching with his family. It's his mom. It's just like, I love videos like this. Oh, yes, he was drafted by the
To the
Steelers.
Steelers.
To the
The Steelers have a
Steelers.
roster of Hawaii boys.
Yeah.
So that'll be good for them. That'll be fine.
Yeah,
And
former. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
no.
please.
I was
Go
just, I was just tagging in. No, former St. Louis standout as well, Maui native, and once again, we've mentioned it before. Strong career over at Michigan. He had that key touchdown against Alabama to make it to the national championship. I mean, once again, like we were talking about. I mean, stellar player.
Yeah, and like Cienna mentioned, he joins kind of Hawaii East Coast.
Yeah.
Already there, you have the Herbig brothers, also St. Louis guys. Actually, younger brother Nick is former teammates with Roman from that time in St. Louis back in 2019, and I'm not too sure if he's still on the roster, but Braden Fehoko had a stint, Farrington guy, with the Steelers last season. So I'm not too sure, but a lot of local players. And let me just go down the line of some of the other guys. I know Roman, we're giving him his flowers. We were kind of predicting him to be the first guy off the board. And then the next guy, just 3 picks later, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking Maris Liufau, linebacker, Notre Dame, formerly of Punahou School, with the 87th pick in the 3rd round. Yeah, this is another guy that, you know, he was kind of a role player at Notre Dame, solid career with the Fighting Irish, and I mean, pretty cool. 3 picks later, another local boy off the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
I remember that day I was at Les Murakami Stadium covering OA baseball, and then I get a text from Cienna out of nowhere. It's like, check the draft. And I'm like, what? And I'm
Yeah.
like, Roman. And then
Yeah.
like
By the
5
time
minutes.
we were literally talking about Roman, and then I think Mark Carpenter goes, well, Maris Liufau just got drafted to Cowboys. Like, we didn't even have time to think about Roman before. So it was pretty cool, like, awesome to see Hawaii boys go so close in between. Just, wow, I can't believe he's a Dallas Cowboy.
The
now.
Dallas
Yeah, I know.
Cowboys.
So what a team to get drafted to.
I
It's
know.
interesting. Yeah, it's definitely a team that for some reason I didn't really think was on anyone's radar because the Cowboys don't really do anything in the off season. So like just hearing the Cowboys. Shout out Drew Davis. He must have been happy. Our resident Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Liufau also a dynamic player, Punahou standout. Yeah, I mean, like you guys have been talking about, when I was looking at pictures online they had that Dallas Cowboys, and they always released the videos of them giving the call to the players. And it was such a cool moment. Like, I was watching it and just hearing how excited he was for this opportunity. I mean, it's such a big moment. You work your entire career, your entire life for this moment.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great fit. I mean, Cowboys sure need the help. Sorry, Drew.
Yeah. Sorry, Drew. It's true. And I mean, they are kind of light in linebacker because they let go of Leighton Vander Esch, who was another high draft pick for them in previous drafts. So we'll see how it shapes out for him. You know, third round guys are, you know, not, you know, they're still necessarily solidified on the roster, but, you know, once you go into like the later rounds is when they kind of become those guys they feature on Hard Knocks. But
true that.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep going. Our third and final guy off the board taken in this past draft, 6th round, the New York Giants select former Mililani, former Hawaii, former UCLA linebacker Darius Muasau, 183rd overall pick. So we talked about him too leading up to the draft night. As well with that, you know, he was a monster at both UH and UCLA with the Bruins. He led the team last year with 75 total tackles. So he, he just has a knack for finding the ball. And, you know, good for him. Good for him.
The Giants, that's another organization to get drafted by is crazy. Like, that's huge.
The
to
New
go
York
to New
market,
York and with those reporters and that esteemed type of organization, like, that's huge. So shout out to him.
Once again, another team that definitely needs help.
I mean,
you got the Cowboys and you got the the Giants.
And that's the thing, they'll see each other twice a year, Darius and Maris.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I was able to catch up with his former head coach in Rod York, and he described him as probably one of the hardest workers in the room. And I think we talked about it too leading up. It's like, the second he gets an opportunity, he'll make the most of it. So I have no doubt that, you know, he will shine for the Giants in whatever capacity that they give him. And I mean, yes, Mililani alum.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for you to say
coached,
that word.
I coached under Darius's dad. Texted him. I'm like, hey man, this is big. Congrats. So, very happy for the whole family. And you know, just a little tidbit that Rod told me. It's like, this is like one of the, like, for Mililani at least, a draft pick hasn't come in a long while.
That could have been you. That could have been you.
Well, to the Arena League, to the Semi-Pro League, maybe. But no, super proud of these guys, and it's just a cool thing for their family.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very, very cool for these guys. And, you know, as you go into the later rounds, it's more of like, you kind of know that these guys aren't going to be the starters in a way, probably, you know, second string, third string. I mean, even like practice squad kind of, but still, I mean, you make it to the NFL and that's just a starting point. I mean, you see guys making their way up all the time. I mean, it takes like 1 or 2 injuries and you're starting. So,
I mean, Brady got picked in the 7th or 6th round or whatever. It's like, you never know. Speaking of the 7th round, there was another Hawaii connection. Former University of Hawaii edge rusher, ended his career at Oklahoma, Jonah Laulu. He was picked in the 7th round by the Indianapolis Colts. Kind of fun tidbit, he's joining a defensive unit that features a former Buff and Blue and Oregon alum, DeForest Buckner, who is a beast. So he will get, I mean, as a defensive lineman, going into that situation with guys like Buckner and like that in that room, I'd be excited to learn from them and get the most out of this this selection. But yeah, he was a beast at UH. Was a beast at Oklahoma.
That's just how you get better too. I mean, learning from the best. That really is how you get better.
Absolutely. Shout out to these guys. I mean, comparative, what was it last year? There was really only 2 guys, right, that got drafted. So shout out to this year. I mean, 4 guys or 3 locals, 1 with the tie. It's just, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's very cool. And I mean, like you were saying, 3 Hawaii-born guys, but a lot of other guys with connections to Hawaii. And we got to talk about, you know, our guy, Chevin Cordero. I mean, we got to mention him.
Yeah, why don't
I feel like
you as the resident Seahawks fan talk about that?
Yes,
Kyle.
so following the draft, guys, there's always the calls that happen after the draft, and this year, former St. Louis standout and San Jose State quarterback Chevin Cordero was signed by the Seattle Seahawks as an undrafted free agent, so he'll be there for rookie minicamp and training camp. I mean, the thing is, that's kind of a pickup. It's like build quarterback depth, maybe a developmental guy that they can keep on the practice squad, because they already have Geno Smith and Sam Howell on their roster right now. So get to learn under those guys. I mean, Geno's a great guy to learn under. And then speaking of the Seattle Seahawks,
look at you today, Mililani and two Seahawks.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But former Kapolei quarterback and little brother to Tua, Taulia Tagovailoa, was invited to the Seattle Seahawks rookie minicamp. So that one is a little bit different. He'll go work out in front of the team, and, you know, if all things go the way that he hopes, he'll get signed, go to training camp and things like that. So we're wishing him the best. And another signee, an undrafted cat, former Punahou offensive lineman and the UCLA offensive lineman Duke Clemens. He signed with the Detroit Lions. And, I mean, if I'm an offensive lineman, going to Detroit is actually a really good situation.
I mean, one of the best offensive lines in the entire NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, you got Dan Campbell there. You got these guys that love to run the ball, and then they appreciate O-line play. They just signed Penei Sewell to a new deal. So, I mean, pretty good situation as far as like getting to learn under some guys. But shout out to these guys, and we're all obviously hoping for the best.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, looking at all these guys, I mean, Roman Wilson, of course, is the top pick, but I don't really know if you see him quite as a starter yet. I mean, definitely someone who has to learn in order to get into that role. And that kind of goes as the same for all these other guys. I mean, a lot of the Hawaii talent this year in the later rounds, we didn't have any first round or second round guys. But I mean, it's just a chance for them to improve in their game. And that's the biggest thing for them. And yeah, wishing them nothing but the best. Well, guys, some UH sports are coming to a close, but we got to celebrate the wins. And two UH teams that definitely had wins and won their Big West championships were UH water polo and beach volleyball.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to those ladies.
Yes.
I mean, both teams have been kind of killing it all year. So the Wahine water polo team, fifth fifth Big West Championship Sunday over Long Beach State this past Sunday. They were the top-seeded team going against the Beach, 9-5, Davis, California. Pretty cool name.
What a cool name. Yeah, fantastic name. Fun fact, parents actually went to UC Davis.
Yes.
Yep. I love it.
And I remember you telling me that that's not the reason you're named Davis.
It's not way.
But we will refuse to believe that fact.
Yeah.
I refuse.
I'm still skeptical about it. Yeah.
I'm pretty
I feel like there's a little reason
why.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, so I heard this tidbit as well. After winning their senior night back here in Manoa, Coach Maureen Cole did not take the plunge. But at the Big West Championship, you have to jump in the pool. You have to. But yeah, shout out to the Wahine. It was a big day for Bernadette Doyle, who was powerful on both ends with 4 goals and 4 steals. Now, collectively, they held the Beach to just 1 goal in the second half. So, solid defensive outing for these girls. And guess what, guys?
What, Kyle?
There's more.
Oh, what?
With the win, they had the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament, and they drew, I believe, the 2nd seed and are set to take on Princeton next week. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's very exciting. May 10th, everyone, is when they play. Very big. I mean, what a cool team. I got to give a lot of props to water polo, too.
Yep.
Just as like a side thing, my cousin played water polo, and it is like such a violent sport.
It's brutal.
She was telling me and I don't know if this is like, I mean, this was like in high school. she was playing, but like girls would sharpen their nails and like to claw at you underwater. I'm like, oh my god, and like she was like, oh yeah, they try and like drag their hair under under. I'm like, oh my god, that is a ruthless sport. Like even more so than like football.
Like,
no rules under the water.
There,
no, and I mean, we were talking about this off camera. What a year what a farewell tour for head coach Maureen Cole, who is retiring at the end of this year. But I mean, they're just such a strong team. I kind of predict them making a deep run in the NCAA tournament.
That'd be crazy for her final year.
Yeah.
But she deserves it. She's seriously the best. And we're sad that she's leaving UH.
I know, and you did a really nice piece on her earlier in the season.
I mean, everybody has nothing but great things to say about her as a person and as a coach. So I'm sad she's leaving. I know everyone's sad. And
the awards keep coming for the Bows. Just this morning, the Big West released their all-conference team. And speaking of head coach, Coach Mo, she is the 2024 Big West Coach of the Year.
Wow.
This is her 5th Coach of the Year honor. So shout out to her. NUH has the Player of the Year. Bia Montelado Diaz is the Big West Player of the Year.
What a year.
Along with Bia, she is on the first team all conference, and there are 3 other on the first team. You have Alba Bonamusa Boy, Bernadette Doyle, Daisy Lotkins, and Lot Stetterfield made the second team, and then Lucia Gomez de la Puente earned honorable mention. And then also Lotkins and Agatha Weston are the on the all freshman team. So Wahine across the board in the Big West.
They deserve it.
And it just goes to show just how dominant
for sure.
and how strong this team is, which is why I have like no reservations saying that they could win a national championship this year.
I could see. I mean, you have that much star power on a team. I mean, and a head coach that has proven herself to be one of the best in the entire league. I could see, you're definitely right, going deep into this tournament going in.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
This is the second time they'll face Princeton. They beat them in their home opener back in January, if you could believe.
Wow.
That was a long time ago. But yeah, so we'll see. They face the Tigers. They're the Tigers? Probably
the Princeton Tigers.
I'm just thinking
I believe so, yeah,
because they have the.
I just know.
I believe
colors,
so.
Yeah, black and orange. But good luck to those Wahine.
Absolutely.
And speaking of Wahine,
wow, good transition. I was also going to say also new this morning. Yeah.
Yeah,
but you're right. Yours is. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Same.
It is the same thing.
Same thing. But
I think take it. Yeah. Wait.
What?
Same time?
Same time.
Wait.
Oh Lord.
All right. Wait. What are we? Same time. Wait.
So we're gonna let's announce who the Big West champions are for the Big West.
Okay.
For beach volleyball. 3, 2, 1. The
Rainbow Wahine.
Oh my goodness.
Can you tell it's early in the morning, folks?
It's very early in the morning. Once again, coffee is off camera right now, but it is here, everyone. It is. You already know it has 2 shots of coffee.
Ooh.
Little
boop boop.
Little exactly.
Little bop bop.
Much needed. Actually, I mean, like we were saying, brand new this morning. UH Wahine, they just lost, unfortunately, in the NCAA tournament to LMU.
Yep.
I mean, they lost 1-3 against them. I mean, it was a rough one. They battled till the end, and I mean, still, what a crazy season. Once again, Big West champs. Got to give a lot of props to them.
Yep.
Stellar team. I mean, we were hoping that they would go further.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you end off the season in the right way, I'd say.
I mean, yeah, and they kind of started the season off a little bit slow, but they were able to, like you said, win the championship. This is their 9th trip to the Big Dance in program history. And then yesterday they also put out some of the coaches, the Big West Awards. So Coach Evan Silverstein is the co-coach of the year. So we got coaches of the year in Monmouth.
We really do, yeah.
We got coaches of the year. And then a bunch of flights made first team, second team, honorable mention. The pair of Jamie Santer and Alana Embry were All-American second teamers. So, I mean, just another stacked roster. Unfortunately, they did fall to Loyola Marymount this morning over in Gulf Shores, Alabama. But, you know, they'll reload. They have a solid roster coming back and a pretty good coach at the helm. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, their season came to a close. But shout out to the Wahine.
Absolutely. I mean, what a year for UH sports.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, we talk a lot about the Rainbow Warriors, and we talk about men's volleyball, but all the other sports really killing it this year. You got to give credit to them.
Yep.
It's been a solid year for some of the maybe quote unquote smaller sports at UH, and it's really cool to see. Yeah.
Favorite guys that we pretty much talk about every podcast, and it's not Travis Kelce, it's actually our even favorite, the better brother.
Yes.
Jason. And so a little bit ago he announced that he is retiring, but we still get to see him.
But there's more?
Monday night,
Ooh.
which is huge. Yes, he will reportedly be joining ESPN Monday Night Countdown, which is huge. I just can't wait to watch him on TV and see what he has to say. And there's Travis.
Hugging it out.
What a shot. But yeah, so ESPN has not confirmed or they have not commented on the hiring yet, but The Athletic has. He still will continue to do his New Heights podcast.
Oh, yeah.
With brother Travis. Just gotta keep mentioning it there. Oh, and there's Kylie, our
girl.
Queen. Yeah, we love her.
Queen.
But yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for football season to come around and see him at the desk.
Maybe on the desk. Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
I could totally see that. I mean, he has such a personality. Like even in the NFL, even on his podcast.
It's funny because ESPN will be like, please wear a suit. And he'll be like, yeah, I'm not doing it. It's going to be slippers, shorts, and that cutoff.
Honestly, tank top.
Same shirt.
Like, I'm not dressing up for y'all. And he shouldn't have to.
And I mean, if ESPN was smart, they wouldn't try to force him to be
I doubt they'll force him to wear a suit.
Big Ed.
No, people love. I mean, I still remember him at the Chiefs game with his shirt off out in the freezing cold. I mean, let that guy wear what he wants, honestly.
Yeah.
At this point, he's earned it. Yeah.
He's earned it. And, I mean, dynamic player in the NFL, and I think he's going to be a dynamic host at ESPN.
Yeah, and I think just by watching his podcast, you can tell that he's pretty good on camera in front of a microphone. So, I mean, this will be cool. I know that it's been reported by The Athletic, but I hope ESPN confirms it at some point.
Then we'll have to have another episode about him.
I mean, who's on Monday Night Countdown now? It's like Randy Moss, Steve Young, and Rex Ryan.
Isn't that what they do? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm waiting for week 1, Jason Kelce's Come on, man.
Come on,
man. Oh, Kylie.
Yeah.
Me and who? Me and who? I mean, I'm just... That's another discussion. Not to go back on camera. That's
for another time.
That's for another time.
Well, C mentioned it, and I think we have to keep talking about the Kelce family. And we got to talk about the other brother. We got to talk about Travis Kelce and his brand new contract. 2-year contract, everyone. He is now the highest paid tight end in the NFL. That's right.
So happy.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend, I had to say it. Yeah. He signed a contract extension that the agency says makes him the highest paid in the NFL at his position. The 3-time Super Bowl winner announced the deal in a video posted by the team on social media. He called it an honor to be in Kansas City, and he said he can't wait to get after it these next 2 years. The contract, the 2-year extension, is worth a reported $34.25 million.
Jeez.
His yearly average of more than 17 million edges out Giants tight end Darren Waller's yearly paycheck. I mean, well-deserved. He is a crazy good tight end. I mean,
excited to have him.
Cienna, how excited are you?
I'm really excited. I know his years/seasons are counting down. We're winding down. So to know he'll be here for a couple more years, maybe we'll get in another Super Bowl or 2. I mean, at this point, he already won 3, but it's just nice knowing that he's coming back, and the day he retires is going to be a very sad day for me and a lot of Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Yeah, the whole state of Missouri
It's
and
gonna be
Kansas is
gonna
going to be in mourning. Mourning.
Cancel school, why don't we?
I mean, also, like reading the script, this is kind of a side note. I didn't realize that Darren Waller made that much. He really fleeced the Giants last year because
he did.
What did he do?
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything.
But I mean, talk about a power couple, because not only is Taylor Swift a billionaire, but now Travis Kelce has the bag.
They are a power couple.
Yeah, they are. Wait, Kyle, did you just say Taylor Swift?
I did.
T-Swizzle?
T-Swizzle.
Did you just say Taylor Swift?
Oh,
well, wait a minute, everyone. Hold on.
8-7.
You guys didn't see this, but this is also
Secret
part of the
script.
script.
Secret.
It was a secret script that I hid in there. That's right. We got to talk about Taylor Swift because she is the most popular singer in America right now. Look at that B-roll of Taylor and Travis. You can't get enough of it. Let's just quickly talk about her, though. She's taken the top 14 spots on the newest Billboard Hot 100 Songs chart. Those are all taken by songs on her new Tortured Poets Department album. The Impossible Sounding Feat actually ties her previous record, but she's still not the artist with most songs in top 20. That honor belongs to Drake, who took 15 of those slots back in November of 2022. So, once again, what a power couple. You got Travis Kelce, brand new contract, highest paid tight end, and then you have Taylor Swift, a billionaire who is just
topping the charts.
Topping the charts. I can't believe she released 2 albums. I mean,
that's crazy.
All those songs.
Can I be honest here for a second?
Kyle, let's go back on camera and
be Tortured Poets Department.
Yes.
Not her favorite.
I'm not feeling any bangers out of this album from
There's
her.
2 songs about Travis, though.
I know,
it's a different vibe.
The vibe is just
That's
off.
why they call her the eras to her.
Yeah.
She has different vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like the folklore album. Like, that was just not my vibe, but that was what she was in at that time. So I'm not a big fan of this album, but I get it. Maybe one day if they get married, she'll release like a happy love album, you know?
Like this is the name, the Tortured Poets Department. It's like, I can already kind of feel the vibe, and then you're just kind of like sitting there like,
Yeah.
No, I'm sad.
I honestly
like,
would be so scared to have any connection to Taylor Swift.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you like,
don't cross to her.
If you make her angry at all, you're getting a song
she's
about
the
you.
ultimate ex in that way.
Yeah,
You're scared.
Even
to
this
do
album,
anything to
like,
her.
she still spoke about who was it?
Like Joe or
Joe.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter.
God.
10 years later, she will write about you, and in that way, I respect that. I respect
You have
the
to
girl
respect
that,
it. Yeah.
Got it.
that will keep men scared.
Holds a grudge
forever and ever.
That's commitment.
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean,
She's just like me.
I just can't imagine, like, that's the thing, like, Travis is like locked in, like, he either has to marry her or break up and then just have to face those consequences.
Yeah.
Because, oh boy.
Oh my God.
I think if they break up, that album will break the Drake record.
She will go,
You already know.
The Swifties will, like, all of a sudden they'll, like, get the Chiefs to change their name or some crazy, like, they are petitioning everything at this point.
Oh my God.
Like, the Chiefs would, like, have to cancel games
Yeah.
because they're, like, outside the stadium.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
It's once again, you don't want that connection.
Nope.
Okay, guys, shifting gears. I know I unfortunately was not here for this episode, but y'all have heard of the Eggo's Waffle House.
How could I forget
We
it?
heard about it.
But let me introduce you to the Skittles apartment.
Wait, what?
Play the B-roll,
it.
Davis.
What do we got?
Skittles Littles.
Welcome.
Skittles
Oh.
Littles.
Wait, that's cute.
It's kind of a vibe. So Skittles is encouraging fans to live large in the littlest of spaces in honor of the recent launch of their newest innovation, Skittles Littles. In celebration, Skittles is giving one lucky winner the chance to live in a mini yet maximalist, rainbow-filled New York City apartment designed by interior decorator Danny Cleric with rent paid for a year.
Wow.
In
That's
New York
not bad.
City?
Yeah, that's kind of
NYC.
unheard of.
Maybe Darius Musa wants to live here.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
that apartment, 353 colorful square feet.
Oh my
so
goodness.
still very,
I know a person who would live
very.
here.
That is such a typical.
Kaylin
our
Hughes.
very own
yeah.
digital
I
content
could
producer.
so see that. I mean, this is
Hughes would live in
branded
there.
for Gen
She
Z.
would
It
love
says.
it.
This is branded for Gen Z. I mean, this is a crazy looking apartment. 353. That is the typical size, I feel like, for a New York City apartment. I mean, those places are small.
I feel like that's big on the.
It
on
might
the
be
New York
small,
City.
actually, yeah. I've seen videos of people like having
Living-
apartments that
yeah,
are
the
like in a
smallest.
closet.
Yeah,
And they're
in a
like
closet.
literally in a
Yeah.
closet.
It's like they have like a communal like bathroom area, and all they have is like their raised bed and like a desk and like a hot plate. But like, I mean, this is.
Oh
To-
my god.
To Cienna's point, we love Kaylin so much, but like she would live there and take Instagram pictures
Yes,
in
all
every
day.
single corner of this place, and every outfit
Yeah.
will match.
That's
Yeah.
true.
She has
Yeah.
an outfit for
The
every.
clouds, that's so her.
that's so her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the kitchen is kind of a vibe too.
No, I like it.
Oh, it is so I mean, I was watching this. I'm like, oh my god, we got to talk about it. It's it is such a vibe.
That
But
is
it
a
makes me
vibe.
wonder. It's like, well, it's rent is paid for a year.
Yeah.
How much you paying after?
Oh,
Like-
A lot.
Probably
Yeah,
a lot, right?
a lot.
353 square feet. Like you already know that rent's gonna be high.
Yeah. And it looks like there's a lot of like electrical features there. The
Yes.
electricity bill
It is
finna be high.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I don't see an actual
I was about to say the stove looks like those
small
electrical burners.
dorms. Yeah,
It's giving top ramen.
it is. You ain't cooking nothing.
You're getting takeout if anything, but no, that's crazy. It's kind of a vibe, but I
like that
feel like
poster.
after a week or so my eyes would be so
Yeah.
like
This is like if I
Sore.
stayed one night in like a hotel, it'd be funny, like pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool, take pictures, but to live there is kind of.
You guys want to know where this is located too?
yeah, where
Carmel Place.
That only makes
That
sense.
makes so much
It only
sense.
makes sense, right?
Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? Do you remember like growing up and seeing the commercials for like the Nickelodeon
Yes.
hotel?
Yes, I,
That's
thought,
right.
the vibe
I
it's
immediately
giving.
thought of like iCarly and stuff.
Yes.
Like, totally Nickelodeon vibes.
Like win a
Like win a
3
chance,
night, yeah.
yeah.
3-night stay at the Nickelodeon hotel.
See, I was trying to win that Disney cruise, honey. Like I was
Oh.
trying to party with the Sprouse brothers.
Yeah, Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah, the Danimals.
Oh
I
yeah.
was,
the
I
Danimals.
was entering those Danimals contests.
This is kind of an impromptu question. So we've talked about the Egos Airbnb,
Yes.
and now the Skittles apartment. For you guys, if there's like a snack or a brand that you would want to
Ooh.
be an apartment or an Airbnb situation, which one would it be?
I mean, I know I'm the Pop-Tart girl, but a Pop-Tart
Yeah.
house would be pretty cool.
A Pop-Tart house would
be
actually
sick.
be
Yeah.
That
the
or like
walls
a gummy
as
worms.
Pop-Tarts.
Oh, that would be
that
cool.
would be
Like
that would be
different
kind of
flavors.
cool. I could see that.
Just the cabinets
there's so
stocked
many.
with all the
Yeah.
flavors.
yeah, I
Like
could.
gummy bears, gummy worms, just anything colorful, I
Yeah.
think.
I've seen like, you know how like Taco Bell has those like cantinas where
Yes.
it's like kind of an
Yes,
upscale version.
yes.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
If they made like a Taco Bell Airbnb with like a
Yo,
Baja Blast
that'd be
machine,
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Like Baja Blast.
like the Baja Blast Beach House. Think about it.
No, that would
Ooh.
be legendary.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
With, like,
that'd be
Taco Bell for
amazing.
food?
Yeah.
Taco Bell, listen up. That's a new idea
it
for you.
happen.
Make it happen.
Give that to y'all for free. Or I was thinking like I'm a big M&M guy. I love M&Ms, like
Okay,
an
yeah.
M&M
That's a
good one.
house,
Mhm.
like candy. But I mean, they also already have like the Hershey theme park, anyways.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of
They
the
do.
same. But yeah, that got me thinking. I was like, where would I stay if it was like themed to anything?
That's true. Well, I'm a big Reese's fan.
Ooh.
So I could see a Reese's Pieces house.
The Reese's Pieces.
Reese's cups.
Orange.
The little table like shaped as a Reese,
The
a
cup?
Reese's,
Yeah.
a Reese's
That'd
cup.
be kinda fun.
I like
Reese's
it.
cup. You could have multiple Reese's cups in there, like for chairs, couches. Yeah,
I like it.
that would be my go-to right there. Little peanut butter, chocolate
butter.
goodness.
Period.
Another thing, this is like it already kind of existed, but like because of your shirt and
Yes.
that tomorrow is May the 4th.
Thank you for noticing, Kyle. Yep.
That is a Star Wars Ren Spooner.
Yeah,
It is a Star Wars Ren Spooner.
Shout
Thank
out.
you, Melanie, for getting this.
Oh,
Melanie.
shout out Mel. She's literally right out the door too.
Hey, girl.
Hey, she can't see us, but
No.
they have like the Star Wars hotel where it's like
Oh,
you're
yeah,
on like
yeah,
the
yeah.
spaceship or
Yes.
whatever. Like, as a kid, like honestly, I never got to do it, but going to like a themed place, like a hotel or something, sounded like
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
thing in the world.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of fun today, huh, guys?
Yes.
We did.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff going on this week.
Lots of stuff, and we will be back to cover it all next episode. But to listen or watch this episode, be sure to click on that QR code. We had a
Click
QR
that QR code.
Yeah, we had
Right
that
there.
QR code. Scan that
Right there.
thing.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. It'll pop up right now. And then if you don't want to do the QR code and you want to actually type it in, you can head to HawaiiNewsNow.com. You can get all of our previous episodes. You can listen to them on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get the rest of our HNN podcasts. The video version is going to be on our YouTube channel. And Davis, Cienna, we have another social media outlet.
Yes.
Kyle, are you talking about our Instagram?
The Instagram.
Are you talking about HNN Overtime, no spaces?
No
Spaces.
spaces.
If you put in a space, you will not find us.
You won't find us.
Period.
So-
We're
yep,
just
period.
We're gonna go
Period.
ghost. Period. Period, Davis.
Period.
Period.
Slid that one right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
It's
love
like so
this.
natural for you.
It was
It
very
is.
natural. Yeah,
It's
I'm
part of the
learning from the
vocabulary.
best right here. You know?
But yes, for Cienna Pilotin, Davis Pitner, I'm Kyle Chinen. Thanks so much for listening and watching. Aloha.
This podcast is sponsored by Happy Warrior Kava. Be a happy warrior. Drink, relax, and enjoy the strong and smooth taste of the best-selling kava in the islands. Happy Warrior Kava.